Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. It's Friday, the last day of the week. Important for the Azzurri that are playing against Norway. No, of course, I don't expect Italy to beat Norway 9-0 or 10-0, but it's a good test for the playoffs. But in today's video, I want to speak about a few topics. Fake news. I know it's international break. I know there is not a lot of news, apparently. So papers, journalists, fans are spreading some fake news. Not only one, but a few fake news that I really want to cancel. After that one, we go towards a big name. Because Fabrizio Romano yesterday in a video said, pay attention, the intention of Juve, Comely and boys, is to go for a big name in the midfield. When can he arrive? Who is he? What is the profile of that player? We speak about it in today's video. International break, what happened yesterday? Not a lot of Juventini played, but anyway, we will go through that. And then the intention, the plan of Luciano Spalletti already against Fiorentina to play with a 4-man defense. How can Juventus look like? We go towards the predicted lineup, early anticipated predicted lineup, and then a new name for the defense, because he's already playing in Italy. But before going into detail, there is one question that you asked me, so because of that, let's listen to that one. I know you told me and it's now time to speak about it because I've read your comments. I was reading your chats during live stream. Many of you were extremely excited about the way that I was able to mix standing but also sitting content and shots in my videos and live streams. And you have asked to see the new desk. You asked to discover all the new features. So let's get into it. The FlexiSpot E7 Pro is taking my setup and of course all the content to a whole new level. New level there, to the moon. And finally, the sneak peek of the FlexiSpot E7 Pro. You can see it from above, also from the right side. It's super easy to work on. You can see with McFly next to me while I am working. I can sit down, chill, easy, watching a movie. A powerful dual motor system. It provides smooth and stable height adjustment so that I can continue working, standing up during the live. It's fast and quiet, super easy to work on. See here, with the hands, speaking like an Italian, GJustjuve in action. There is an impressive load capacity. It supports up to 160 kg, accommodating various work setups. There is a flexible height adjustment, a range from 63.5 cm up to 128.5 without the tabletop, suitable for different users' height. Stylish design, as you can see, available in matte black and pearl white. Advanced control panel, touchscreen LED display with memory settings for customized high preferences. And I'm personally a big lover of the integrated USB charging. It's convenient built-in charging port for devices. And then the cable management featuring a C-shaped leg design for more under-desk space, including a magnetic cable for tidy setup. Premium material, we know it, 10 years warranty. Oh, and then there is something I totally forgot to mention, is extremely easy to install. If I was able to do it, I can guarantee you, you will be a king in doing it. So I hope I convinced you because I am totally sold on it. Let me say thank you to FlexiSpot for that fantastic, beautiful gift. Don't forget, the link is into the description from the 28th of November to the 1st of December. Attenzione, Black Friday event, up to 50% discount. And on top of that, there is even a cashback, up to 100% discount paid back. That's just incredible. So if you are working at home, if you want to start like a content creator, if you are looking for something extremely easy to work on with different levels, you can stand up, you can sit down, this is the thing to do. The link is into the description, it's up to you. Now that you know every single detail about my new desk, now that you saw my new desk, you know what to do. Link is in the description because now we need to go towards the new news with the first fake news that we need to cancel immediately. Yes, I know. Yesterday was beautiful. Yes, I know. It was a romantic moment. Yes, you know how much I care about our ex-players. Some people are also calling them ex-legends because, you know, I always have the opportunity to be with them, to speak with them. And this weekend I will be with two other ones. I already have been with David Trezeguet, you know, the interview is already here on the channel. So I love these moments because these players, not only they did so much for our teams, but on top of that, they continue to carry the black and white flag all over the world, and that's always beautiful moment. Yesterday we saw Miralem Pjanić in La Continassa meeting his ex-coach at Roma, Spalletti, his ex-teammate with Juve, Giorgio Chiellini, and it was a beautiful moment for us, tifosi, but also for himself. Look at the images, the short, where he goes with the shirt that is there, stamping the name, stamping the number, putting it there. Look at the face, the eyes, the smile. They don't lie. Impossible. And I was extremely happy to see that, and I can't wait to one day maybe having the opportunity to meet him, to ask him, because I have his shirt, to sign finally that shirt. But there it stops. So the fake news about Miralem Pjanić joining Juve needs to stop immediately. I know that Gianni Baldarini, that from time to time is watching us, was starting to speak about it, starting to work on it like a bit more than a rumor. No, it is not an idea of Juve. Yesterday was a coincidence that Miralem was there. No, that number 5 shirt that is showing is not because he will replace Manu Locatelli that will be sold in the winter. Forget about it. Miralem Pjanić 35, that doesn't come from high professional level football in the last few years, will not be the solution for Juve. It will be a total disaster if we believe that even for 6-8 months he is the solution to the problem of the midfield of Juve. Absolutely not. So with all the respect, I need to cancel that first big, according to me, fake news. So forget about it. Then let's speak about Italy. Yesterday, not a beautiful performances against a team that did 1 point only, that Norway beat 11-1. Well, they beat them 2-0. The first goal arrived at the 87th minute. The second goal in the injury minute. Not a beautiful game. It's not a beautiful game. Is it a pity? Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes, to see the state of this Italian team. Look, if we focused on Cambiaso as a left back, I told you that I was really curious to see his performance. There was absolutely no pressure from Moldova. So he had all the way to go up. He didn't make the difference. He was rated in Gazzetta and in Tuttosport with a rating 6. So a normal game without wow. At a certain moment, I was really thinking it's a go, run, cross, and inshallah, and we will see what will happen. No, not a beautiful performance from him, but also from the other 10 that were starting. A bit better, the one that entered in the second half, but a total disaster of a game. Not beautiful, and absolutely not beautiful to make sure that Italiani, young new kids, are falling in love with the Azzurri, even if they had a new shirt. Look, I'm still doubtful and hesitant if I want my son to miss the 3rd World Cup in a row, or if we need to qualify for him to assist to see an elimination, humiliation in the group stages of Italy, because I tell you guys, we are not doing well at all. It's a pity. Gattuso is putting his heart on it, but heart is not enough. You remember Igor Tudor at Juve, so it's a big, huge pity. It is what it is. So let's see. The game against Norway could be a big one to train, to understand who will be our potential next opponent for the playoffs. Hoping, at the end, you still hope that we qualify. That being said, the other ones, well, Thuram, 0 minutes. And there, I care. I really care, because I think it's a real big pity that Camavinga was injured, and that last minute he had to travel because I wanted him to be there in La Continassa with Spalletti to work. Thuram 0 minutes, he didn't play. France qualified. Vlahovic and Kostic played 90 minutes. Unfortunately for them, they lost, and they are also eliminated from end qualifying and playoffs. So no summer tournament for them, which means that they will come back with full energy in the summer. On the other side, I tell you, probably they will not come back to Juve, because both of them have the end of the contract at the end of this season. Conceição, 0 minutes in the defeat, 2-0 for the Portuguese player. Locatelli, 0 minutes also yesterday. Today, Agic will play against Gibraltar. And that's it for the international break resume of yesterday. Now, Cabal and Kelly, yesterday they trained, not with the team yet, but in an isolated way. In the next few days, they should reintegrate the team. Let's see who will be fit enough to be on the bench against Fiorentina, but these are the 2 good news, that Spalletti will be able to count on 2 extra defenders. What about Bremer? Not yet. You remember when we did the video with Dr. Mohamed? He told us, he revealed us that probably it will take longer. Probably it will go towards January. Well, we start having the first confirmation that forget about the big game. Juve Napoli or Napoli Juve, to see Gleison Bremer starting the game, but probably it will be postponed to 2026, which is problematic, which we know is really problematic and annoying, but this is the reality. Another fake news that I really want to cancel immediately, because I start reading about it after the words of Ferrero that said, when a player is not playing for more than 500 days, well, something big happens. After seeing the pictures online of Milik being there at the ATP, the tournament of tennis in Torino, a lot of rumors started, but maybe it's not only football related, maybe it's not only a muscular injury or something that is physical injury, but maybe something deeper. I received confirmation, forget about it. Don't go too much, don't start speaking about private life, because nothing of that is happening. But the reality is that Milik, even if sometimes he's trying from the moon, is putting too much effort, the body is saying no, which is really, really, really sad. But that's another fake news that we can push. Now, what will Spalletti do? What does he have in mind? Well, after trying to work without touching too much, to work on the head, to work on the heart, he understood that it's not enough. We saw it in the Derby della Mole, it is not enough. So Spalletti has really the plans to change immediately already against Fiorentina, to try the four-man defense without Bremer, with Cabal and Kelly not really ready yet. Who can start? Well, Gazzetta is already anticipating it with two formations, or a 4-3-3 or a 4-3-1-2. That 4-3-3 that looks like Di Gregorio into the goal, with Kalulu as a right back like he played at Milan, Gatti and Koopman, as Koopman is not anymore as a Braccetto, as a third man in defense, as a left center back, but this time as a real center back next to Gatti, and then Cambiaso as a left back like he played yesterday with La Nazionale. Thuram, Locatelli and Weston McKennie in the three-man defense, and then up front Conceição, Vlahovic and Yildiz. There could be a potential change with Yildiz behind Vlahovic and Openda. Unfortunately, Spalletti doesn't have a lot of time to work on the strikers that are all gone. He will have to wait until Tuesday, Wednesday to start working also with the players that are gone. But that could be the first real plan of Spalletti that is expecting now a change and really want to take that team and said, it is my team with my ideas, not anymore following without touching too much, because we need to accelerate, because the next few games are must-win games. Fiorentina, Bodo, etc., etc., etc. Now, speaking about that big name in the midfield, we are speaking about the news from Fabrizio Romano yesterday that said Juve has the intention to really go for a big, big name in the summer. Now, pay attention. What do we understand with big, big name? Big, big name is not only big, big money. Look at the Modric, is a prime example. Modric is a big, big name for Milan. Well, Juventus could possibly look for some players that are available on the market. And we are speaking about a Bernardo Silva, for example. Or a player that could reinforce really with leadership, with new characteristics. A midfield of Juve that, since Matuidi, Pjanić, Khedira, is not working. We had a lot of players, Artur Melo, Douglas Luiz, Rabiot, Locatelli, McKennie, etc., etc. Never that midfield satisfied Juve. Even if last year we tried with the Thuram, Koopman, of Douglas Luiz, it doesn't work. And Juventus Comoli, they know that it's a huge priority. So a big name could potentially be a Bernardo Silva, could potentially be on top of that, and there we not speak about a big, big name, but a second midfielder could potentially be Lobotka. So we are speaking about a midfield that could have a facelift in the summer. Wait for it. Now, what I want to say is that there are some fake news that we need to cancel as well. The third or the fourth fake news already is the name of Vitinha. Ragazzi, with all respect, if we are starting to hope, to believe these news of Vitinha to Juve, forget about it. I don't even understand why Paris Saint-Germain would let him go like that. 130 million euro is the value of Vitinha. Arsenal, Liverpool are potentially on the player. Should I speak even more? Vitinha is a fantastic player, a player that makes me really fall in love, but forget about Vitinha already now. Otherwise, we will hurt ourselves, because that's not normal. And then the last news is Thiago Gabriel. That's the name that Juventus is scouting. 3 million euro is the value at today for a 20-years-old Portuguese player. He's playing as a defender at Lecce. Juventus already sent scout to watch him, but they are valuing him at 25 million euro. He's a player that could be the rotational player, the sub, the natural sub of Gleison Bremer in a 3-man defense, or even playing next to him if we go to 4-man defense. He's a player that is quite interesting. Believe me, is quite interesting. For the people that watch Lecce, let me know what you think about Thiago Gabriel, and please make abstraction of the Thiago that I know is not bringing back beautiful memories. That was it for the video of today. If you enjoyed it, please put a maximum of like. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget, now you saw the FlexiSpot beautiful desk. You know all the information. It's one click away if you want to make yourself a beautiful gift for December, for the festivities of December, end of the year. Grazie, forza, Juve.